He's serious. The guy in the funky outfit right there, he's not allowed to ask any questions.
It's sponsored by Coca-Cola, I see.
Diet. Fire away. We're excited to be here.
How do you size this game up?
I think it's going to be interesting. I think, obviously Kansas is playing those four guards. It's going to put a lot of pressure on PJ. His matchup with Garrett, I think it's going to be an interesting one to watch. Whether Reed can go right at Dietrich Lawson and get him in foul trouble, I think it's going to really be important. And then the ability to just keep those guards out of the lane. This is a different Kansas team because they've played small the last 3 years, but they also shot 40% from the three-point line the last 3 years. They also had Frank Mason the last 2 years ago, and Devontae Graham, and an experienced backcourt, and got a lot of experience. That backcourt is inexperienced now. So, Kentucky's got to take advantage of that. They've got to continue to, kind of take that next step, get a little bit more efficient offensively, more consistent offensively, and then defensively kind of stay to their principles, which I think they've done a really good job of.
Break it down and tell us, what does Kansas bring to the table that can give Kentucky trouble and vice versa?
Well, their speed. I mean, if Kansas is going to come out with those four guards, any one of those guys can initiate an attack in transition. And all those guys can attack, get downhill, and make a play. Dotson is really good. And I think that matchup, the matchup to watch, Dotson and Ashton Higgins is going to be a fun matchup to watch. I think the other matchup to watch is going to be PJ's matchup. I think that's going to be a really interesting thing.
And what trouble could Kentucky present for Kansas?
Well, they can punch that thing down to the block and Reed can catch it and finish around the basket and get lost in a foul trouble. I think that changes the whole dynamic of the game. There's no doubt about it. And when you look at the way Tyler and Keldon are playing, they can get out in transition, get ahead. John's running more of that 5-1-4 curl stuff where they get some of those guys posted up on small guards. The X factor for Kansas is quick drives. He hasn't played well. The one game he played really well was obviously the first game of the season. He had a bunch of shots. He's capable. He just hasn't played well.
You sort of already addressed it with the point guard matchup, but in all three of Kansas's losses, he's got 5 turnovers or more. Actually, that's obviously a thing he does well. He's taken away, forced turnovers. Is that a place where Kentucky can maybe have a big advantage if he's defending the way he has?
If Ashton can pressure the ball and not get beat, which is the most important. He can't get caught on the side of these guys. So he's got to be able to pressure the ball, keep it in front, and obviously he doesn't defend and disrupts. So I think it's really important for him to pressure the ball and not get beat. Defensive transition, though, I think is going to be really important. Because the one thing about Kansas, they have those 4 guys that can handle the ball. So getting matched up in transition, I think will be really, really important. Finding LeGerald Vick. You don't want to let LeGerald Vick get going early.
John says they can go small, but kill them at the 4, 1 big. Do you think that works? It's not a thing they do a lot. Can you just turn that on in one game like that?
Well, yeah, I think you can do that because basically there's not a lot of difference between the 3 and the 4 once you get into your flow. Maybe some sets. You're not going to be running your sets. You're not going to run those bumps on the baseline. You're not going to maybe get into your high 1-4 stuff. But I think he calls it Vegas, where he creates that movement to get the flat ball screen. What's the difference? But this is a game PJ's got to guard. Look, Marcus Garrett's going to go right eventually. You can't let him go right. That's easy said than done because Iowa State knew he was going to go right, and he went right against them. So you can't let him get too strong.
What do you like about being in Lexington and just at Rupp Arena, the history of this place here?
Dinner at Tony's tonight. No, I mean, look, the passion, the energy, the ownership. Look, as Cal would say, you're all crazy. How many people are here? We go all over the country. We never see anything like this, and that's what makes Kentucky, Kentucky. Just the genuine passion and ownership people have in the program that you guys have, the interest. You lose a game and everyone's on suicide watch. Just the way it is. But that's what makes it what it is. That's the history. We were talking about this as a potential topic for game day. You've had 5 different coaches with national championships here. So it's about the program, and it's the people's program. One thing about Kentucky. This is the state's program. It's the people's program, and I think that's what makes it different.
Is that something a coach could use, Seth, as a motivating thing? Like, if you don't guard that guy, if you don't do your job here, you're going to hear all of this buzz.
Look, you're going to hear that no matter what with social media today anyway, so it makes no difference. But it's just amplified when you're playing here. And I think that's a hard thing because, let's face it, if someone's not playing well, it's not like there's tens of thousands of people going, don't worry, the light bulb will go on pretty soon. Like if a guy doesn't play a good game, it's probably more like, he wasn't as good as people thought he was. Or Cal's not using him the right way. I mean, you've got 24,000 coaches in there tomorrow. And then, obviously, the rest of the Big Blue Nation.
But you don't see this with Kansas and Duke and Carolina and the other Blue Bloods?
It's different. I think it's different. I'm sure you see it. You see it even in mid-majors. I mean, like the Big Blue Nation was probably one of the first nations. Now, like Division III schools have nations, and everyone has a nation, but this one's just a little more personal.